Good morning everyone. I hope you can hear me over the traffic. It's Thursday today and we are really hoping that we get some deliveries on the flower farm, but who knows, but I'll keep you updated if we do. Today I'm going to give you a tour around the farm before it's all in flower, where it's a blank field, because we're starting this flower farm from scratch. So we're going to show you the whole journey through from blank fields to full production flower farming in year one, and that's really important for anybody that wishes to start a flower farm. So follow along and I look forward to your comments and likes, and if we can help you in any way, that'd be great. So we have a large standing car park area for our customers, which is really good, all hard standing, and over there will be the sales tunnel. So I wanted to bring you up here. This is our new giant barn. This will be for storage of bulbs, tubers, seeds, and working. It's a little bit hash bash at the moment because we've just moved in. So as you can see, let me ignore that bit there. This will be a cool room. It's locked so I can't let you in, but basically the space is the same size as this one, which is a really good size. So eventually that one there will be a cool room, walk-in cooler. That's an ongoing project. You can see how big this barn is. It's huge. The little caravan there will be painted up and used and put outside as an office. We've literally just piled everything in here from the other farm for now, but we will be doing some larger gatherings and workshops. All the staging will be going in the big tunnel once it's back up, and all this will get sorted out, and we will be building a workshop at the back there for Dave and his tools. So you can see it's a great space. It's fairly big. They're for sale. So I'll take you back out. Just at the side of the big barn, we have an area at the back. At the moment we've got all of our bits for the polytunnels. The small tunnel is going to go in here, up here somewhere. We may start that today, but it means that all the equipment etc is close to the working tunnel. What we're calling the small tunnel is now going to be the working tunnel for staff, so that we can get things potted and brought out. And then Dave, we've just put this here. This was actually the potholder's shed on the other farm, and we're going to cover this and just make it into a temporary sort of little plant hardener. So when plants need to come out and harden off a bit, we can pop them in there for a few days before they get planted out. So that's the area behind the barn, which will be very productive. It's not going to be a wasted space. And then I'll take you down and show you the peony area. So this is the peony area. It will be landscape fabric. We will be putting that on over the next week or so. The peonies are due at any time. We covered this whole area. It's a little bit clayey, this soil, which should be absolutely fine. We've also, if you can hear me through the wind, Suffolk is so windy. We've covered it in well rotted horse manure, which will be raked out, planted with the fabric underneath the peonies. That way we can keep the weed pressure down. But it's going to be a really lovely spot, and it's virtually in full sun the full day, so they should be good with that. I think we've got 350 peonies on order from Holland, and so this is a long-term project. It will take 3 years before we get some decent blooms. Behind this barn, this is not ours, but just here is where the small caravan's going to sit, which is going to be the office area. So that's that area. And in this area behind these trees, so all along here we've measured this will be the sales polytunnel. You can just see the peony bed back there. So the sales tunnel will be along here. You walk around the corner to the peonies, the office, then the big barn. So this is the lower area of the farm. This is our lower field. There's the first caravan we put in, which we did our wreath making workshops in the winter. That was the first thing we did, so we could get the wreath making workshops done. And this is the lower field. It's about 1/4 acre. It's a lovely space, and this is for the annual flowers. It's in the summer, it's in the sun all day. In the winter, it's a little bit shaded, but that's fine because it's an annual field. It's a really lovely space, and this will be completed. All you can see where the beds are. This will all be dug, and no dig once they've had their initial dig. This will all be the annuals, and they will be all in first succession from around March, April, May time, depending obviously on the flower. But this field is the next job for us to do. But it's a lovely space, and we're looking forward to seeing this all in bloom. This is the hop we call it the hop house. So each each pole has been planted up with hops, different varieties. So that should be, it's like a hop teepee. So that should be a really nice space come summer this year. We'll see how they grow. We've never grown them before. This was a rose bed I did. I had a few roses to bring over, and so I made this rose bed. It's roses and rosemary, and you can see if I zoom in a bit closer, there's some nice buds on these roses. I think that's a David Austin. And then there's another bed there. There's California poppy and lots of different grasses, which would be quite nice. Some eucalyptus growing there. And then this bed here is full of our cutting daffodils. There's 300 in here. I think there was about 300, and we've had no sign of life at all until yesterday. If I come down, you can see them just poking through. See? So the daffodils are on their way. I just thought I'd bring you down because the girls were chatting away. They're saying hello to everybody. We've had these for a couple of years now, and they're very happy. And if you look back, if you remember, Easter is one of the babies off Pom Pom there. Yes, she's a chicken that hatched the duck egg. But the four ladies, they are lavender Pekings. They're all very, very happy. Extra areas. So this is an extra area. So along here, the plan is to plant a hedge line of lavateras. I think that's how you say it. Pink flowers, perennial. And then this bank here, we're going to landscape fabric the whole thing, and we're just going to plant really beautiful pampas, pink and whites, and there's a blue spruce tree to go in, and lots of hydrangeas. It's part shaded, and that's a nice area that's currently not being used, and so we thought we could do a lot of perennials on there, which will be useful to our plans. So that's an area as well. We have a pond here, which is for emergency irrigation, although we do have IBCs everywhere and natural springs, and Dave's going to build a ram pump from one of the natural springs, which we will do a video on later on. But this year this pond hopefully will get cleaned and tidied, and the ducks will come back on here, which will be nice to see. And long term we're going to build a floating duck house for them. So this is the route down to the dahlia field. If you can notice here, there's a massive strip of currently weed, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. We're going to clear all that, and I think we're going to landscape cover that whole area because it's quite a large area, and that's where we're going to plant all our willow, because as you can see, the path currently through the winter with the horses moving around is quite boggy. Come summer it's very dry anyway, but it is always quite a damp area, and so it's perfect for willow. But first we have to remove all this, and they're awful because if you know anything about them, they're very pretty, but it's like Velcro, and if you get it on your clothes or in horses' tails you can't get them off. Anyway, so the reason I brought you down here because this is the dahlia field. All this area is going to be filled with dahlias. We think we will have, once separated, about 3,000 in total, give or take a few hundred. I mean, who knows? They haven't arrived yet, and so we know they're going to be huge tubers, and we have every intention to split them. We purchased around 650 tubers, and by splitting them we estimate around 2,500 to 3,000 that will be planted out in this spot. It's a beautiful area, it's very peaceful, and you can hear the birds over me talking, and I think it's fairly moist, it's not waterlogged, but it does have good drainage, it's on a slight slope, and I think for irrigation it'll be perfect as well. And down in that corner is where the spring is and the ram pump, so we'll be able to bring it over and do the irrigation on the field. So that'll be interesting to see. So there's the dahlia field before, and come we're looking at probably beginning of May we will sort this out. We've been debating whether to just plough the whole thing and then plant, but we've decided we are going to rotivate the rows and keep the grass in the walkways to be more appealing to the eye. So yeah, so that's the dahlia field. So I hope you've enjoyed that little tour around the new flower field, Benton End Flower Farm, and you will see the progress as we go along and start developing the land. We have put time scales in place, we have our planting plan, we have the business plan, we have the financial breakdown, and we will share everything with you during the course of the year. And also we're hoping to get some online courses going where you can grow with us. So as we're developing the farm, we can help you develop yours at the same time. And that's it for today, I think. Enjoy. I'm out of breath. I need to go and sit down. I need to get fit. We've got a lot of work to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care.